Hey everybody, so I want to share with y'all why I started Crown and Compass. It's part of my testimony and my story, but I figured I'd go ahead and just share that with everybody. A part of that is a speech I wrote, and so I'll be going along as that as well. What's really stopping us from living the life we're called to? For me, the answer started when I was a kid, when I was a child. A lot of this stuff I didn't realize I had to uncover coming back to be an adult. There was a storm, right? I was 10 years old, terrified. It was storming outside and inside my home. I felt unseen, unloved, unheard, and completely alone. Like I didn't matter. My voice didn't matter, right? I didn't matter. And that pain planted lies I didn't even realize I was carrying. And throughout my whole life, right? Lies about my worth, lies I projected onto others. But I had to walk in the truth. I had to find the truth. I had to step into the truth. And it was that those storms didn't define me. They shaped me, and God met me right there in the middle of my brokenness. Right? Like healing had to start when I stopped pretending, when I let the masks come down, when I started facing myself, and I had to let him rewrite the story. And that's a lot of how Crown and Compass started, because I know what it's like to lead on empty, and I don't want anyone else to stay stuck there. We all go through these things, and we have to realize that everyone feels this way. Too many of us lead from hustle instead of healing. And wearing these masks, right? And just striving and trying to fight our pain and overcome these things and do all of this and that, right? But performing just to prove we belong, it doesn't work. It leads to burnout. Healing looks like peace, clarity, and being authentically ourselves. Leading from who we are, not what we produce or what's been produced in us. For years, I thought achievement would erase my pain, but hustling for worth only left me emptier. Healing began when I slowed down through prayer, journaling, meditation, and even self-reflection, inner child work. And finally, I was able to tell that 10-year-old me that I was safe, that he was safe, and that he's not alone anymore. And I was a safer place for him. And maybe you need to hear that too. Leadership flows from healing, not hustle. Jesus Christ talks a lot about this. I'm here to say you're not alone. The trauma lies. It whispers, you're alone, and says nobody sees you, nobody understands. I believed that for years, decades, till one moment changed everything. I realized not only had others survived storms like mine, but God had never left me. The pain I felt, right? It isolated me, but God brought healing and connection and love. And God's healing connects us. And you don't have to carry it alone. If you're feeling unseen, unheard, or unworthy, I want you to know you're not alone. And if you need a safe space to talk, I'm here. Healing begins with honesty, and you don't have to take that step by yourself. God's here ultimately, right? That's the whole point, is we have to connect with God. We have to know the truth, right? Proverbs 9:10 says, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and knowledge of the Holy One is understanding." The more we get to him and the more we seek him, the more we understand the lies, the manipulations, and the deceptions. We can be transformed, not conform. Your story isn't over. The storms shape us, but they do not define us. And when I was younger, storms left me wounded and questioning why love felt so far away. But over time, I realized storms can bury you or they can grow you. And falling isn't failure. It's fertilizer. And falling isn't failure. It's fertilizer. Your story isn't finished. The pain you've survived is actually the soil for your growth. What felt like destruction can become the foundation for a new chapter. If you're ready to stop surviving and start writing the next page of your story, I'm here to walk with you. You're not alone. You are far more capable than you think. And you are capable of way more than just what you think. And I'm sitting here to tell you this is not just some next level pitch to sell you something. I'm here to help. Crown and Compass was built for this. For leaders who are ready to move from pain into purpose, from hustle into healing, and from storms into strength. Reach out, like, comment, share, follow, DM me if you're ready for your clarity session. It's free. We can open up into consultings and everything else like that. Healing is possible, and you already have what it takes. It's time to believe it. We truly have to believe, right? We can work into this and we can get into it, right? But we have to be courageous and we have to have humility and we need to be honest. I'm here, guys. Don't be afraid to reach out.